Yo, what's going on, guys? Bugha from Sentinels here. Today I will be answering questions submitted by you guys from our Instagram comments. And right now I'm just down here in my gaming setup. You can see everything behind me. You got the World Cup trophy, my PCs, everything like that. Yeah, guys, let's just hop into it and try to answer your questions. The first question we have here is from FR_clan12, and he said, when did you start YouTube and how many subscribers did you gain after winning the World Cup? So I've kind of always done YouTube, I guess. It's always been something in the background that I've just posted little things that I enjoy up on. After World Cup, I think it honestly was around like 500,000 to 1 million, like really quick. Like I think there's a record out there for me gaining the most subscribers or something in the shortest amount of time. I think it's somewhere around there. I don't know the exact amount. I remember directly after the World Cup, we had to go back into the locker rooms and grab our stuff. And I picked up my phone and I had notifications on for all of my social medias. So every single second was just things flying through, notifications, just everything happening at once. And my phone started overheating, everything started bugging out. Honestly, a wild experience. The next question we have is from DrekXin. And he says, what will you decide to do in your life once you stop gaming/streaming, and how long do you think you'll continue gaming for? So it's actually a good question. I honestly haven't really figured that out yet. I haven't really thought of another thing that I would do outside of gaming, just because it's kind of been the thing that I've done my whole life, the thing I've loved doing. But I mean, I think I'll continue gaming for a pretty long time. I mean, my dad still plays video games and he played them when he was a kid, so I could see that kind of being the same thing with me. The next question is from Sebastian Gomez G. For how long are you gonna keep playing Fortnite professionally for? I've always said this since the start. I'll always play Fortnite competitively until kind of the end of time of Fortnite, or at least its competitive scene. I've always wanted to stay in the scene. I've been there from the very beginning, so you know, I want to be looked at as one of the, veterans in the gaming space for Fortnite. What was your setup before World Cup? So my setup before World Cup wasn't too bad. It was nothing like this, what I have behind me now. I used to play up in my room. Some of my really early streams, if you guys have ever seen them, were on there. What am I playing? I have like a desk mounted onto the wall. Not a lot of room in front of me to put my mouse and keyboard, so I used to always fling my mouse and it used to hit the wall, which kind of sucked. But yeah, I mean, it was just up in my room, just a nice little gaming station. Kind of the same as a lot of other people have, just something pretty basic. Favorite thing to do other than gaming? A lot of my days I'm playing video games, just something relative to gaming. If I do, get outside of my space, it's usually basketball or another sport. It's kind of the only other thing that I really enjoy doing outside. So the next question we have is from Chandler_Collins7, and he says, how long have you been in Sentinels? How did you recruit him? Why did you choose Sentinels to be your clan? Okay, so I've been in SEN for probably super close to 3 years now. I got signed late March of 2019. We're coming up on that here soon, so almost 3 years. I was recruited kind of any other way back in the day. I posted YouTube videos, just played with some people that were in SEN already. All right, get under it. Yo, what the? Yeah. And they kind of vouched me. They put my name out there, let them know, and they just kind of got me in. Sentinels is kind of the first org to ever talk to me and hit me up, and I also knew a lot of the people during that time, so it kind of felt like a family. How far have you come? What has given you the most satisfaction? The thing that has satisfied me the most in the entire gaming scene is probably just my improvement overall with everything. Also, I really enjoy going back, looking at super old videos of me playing, or just content things that I uploaded, and just looking at that to now and just seeing the difference. That's something I really enjoy doing. The next question we have is from YK.J, and he says, what did you use your World Cup money for? I mean, honestly, I don't use money really at all. The only thing I've ever bought is my car, and that's my Tesla Model S, and that's really the only big purchase that I think I've ever made. Another question is from HatsFNBR. He says, what was the first game you've ever properly got into? So that's actually a good question. I mean, a long time ago, when I was just playing for fun, I played Little Big Planet and stuff like that. Obviously some games before that, but that's kind of the first big pivotal one that I kind of remember. But more of a competitive game, I say it would be Call of Duty. I remember playing Modern Warfare 2 like every day after I came home from school. We have a question from Jay Creighton 82, and he says, who do you think is the best player in the world right now? Myself. If I weren't to believe that, then I shouldn't be playing, Okay, this question is from Mancho72519. He says, what were the top 3 best moments in your career? Okay, there's been a lot, but if we're talking about Fortnite, obviously number 1 being the World Cup, winning World Cup, best feeling ever. Number 2 would probably be my Fortnite icon skin. That's something that's super cool, and a lot of people don't have that, so that's something I take a lot of pride for. I think that's really dope. So getting my own skin was, honestly, it took kind of a long time. It was a long process of just emails back and forth, hopping on meetings. Hey, do you like this design? Do you like this design? I remember at first, they actually hit us up. We just started talking about things. They threw out some ideas. We threw out some ideas. And the first thing we were gonna do was like a Superman/robot Bugha. I was sitting on that for a little while, and I was like, this could be cool and all. And then I just thought about it. I was just like, why not just make it me? You know what I mean? So I did a World Cup variant, with my jacket and my hat on, and then just did, just regular jersey, some sweats, and some cool shoes. So just something that was just me. And yeah, I guess that's just how we came up with it. It took a while though. I guess my last biggest moment of my career is probably maybe me just winning Grand Royale. It was a team game mode tournament also, and before that I hadn't really won any super big team tournament game modes. Some other top 3 most memorable / favorite moments were super early on. I got into a game with a guy named TSM Hamlins. If you've been into Fortnite, you kind of know his name. You've seen him.
Oh! First try, dog. Ida with a 360 no scope.
Back then, he was blowing up on Twitch. That was kind of his start. I remember getting into his game and ran across him and got to fight him in game. And I ended up eliminating him.
Oh, I killed him! Oh my god, in a build battle too.
And I was streaming at that time. And back then, my name was like ttb.bugha. So when I killed someone in game, if the other guy was streaming, everyone would always come to my stream and say, yo, what's up? Yo, that was crazy. So I remember killing Hamlins, and at that time I had like 10 viewers, maybe like 5 viewers or something. I took him out, and everybody from his stream came into mine. They were dropping crazy follows nonstop. Like, I think I got like 400 to 500 follows that night. I think I spiked up to like 400 viewers or something. And that was a crazy moment. That was something where I was like, okay, this is cool. This makes me feel like I'm improving, or I'm getting something out of doing all this. So that kind of just motivated me to keep playing and just keep going on. So yeah, that was kind of a big memorable moment for me, I guess. The next question is from Donnie15011, and it is, how much have you made in all your gaming history? I guess that means earnings wise. So I'm not sure exactly what my Fortnite earnings are. I could look them up real quick. Okay, so on this website, it says my overall earnings is $3,175,211. But I think it's around 3,200,000 something because of Grand Royale and FNCS trios. I don't think that's in here yet. So something up there, it's still so crazy. This is a cool question. How did you start your day? So I'm kind of on that gamer sleep schedule, so I'm not gonna lie, this Q&A I'm doing right now is pretty much the start of my day. So yeah, here it is. All right, we have a question from Rifa THC10. He says, did your parents really care about you being into games, or were they all right with it? They didn't really care that I was into gaming because my father has always been into video games his entire life. So he kind of understood what I was doing and just what I was going for when I was playing video games. They were all right with it for a pretty long time. And then when I got into Fortnite, I started spending an excessive amount of time trying to get good at it. Just like a switch flicked, and I just started grinding super hard, more than I have out of any other game before. And this was before I even wanted to go pro in Fortnite. Like, I was just playing it casually, just playing it for fun, like a lot, every single day. And the one thing they always told me was like, make sure that you have good grades in school. If you're gonna be doing this, I wanna make sure you still have good grades and you're not falling behind. So, I still consistently stayed with A's and B's, and they just let me continue playing. We have another question from It's the Official Haze. He says, How do you position yourself for gaming? Your posture, arms, keyboard, and mouse. Love the streams. Good luck on any further tourneys to come. Hey, I appreciate it, Hayes. I guess my position for gaming is pretty normal. It used to have me having one of these arm stilts kind of up higher, and I used to lay my arm on it to play. I've kind of changed from that since I came down to my basement. I started putting my arms on the desk completely and kind of just playing like that. My keyboard isn't completely horizontal, it's a little bit slanted. You know, my mouse is just normal. It's just a mouse pad, I'm just playing. Here we have a question from Jose Ficek. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. And he says, what you preferring, dogs or cats? I mean, come on, I gotta go with dogs. My pug Zoe is kind of my entire brand. She's kind of my logo for a lot of things. So yeah, it's gotta be dogs. That's my little puggle. So the last question I have on here is from flow.management, and he says, how do you keep your head up with hate? Yeah, that's honestly something that's super important to realize. If you do succeed in the gaming space, people are gonna hate. It's the internet, you know how it is. But I mean, honestly, man, a lot of it is just your mentality. It depends on how you look at it. I've found the ways that I've succeeded the best are when I am dealing with hate, I kind of turn that into motivation to compete and place better and kind of prove people wrong. That's kind of been the best way that I've handled it. But I remember early on that honestly was something that kind of impacted me a little. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is kind of weird. Because I went from having a lot of people being like, yo, dude, this is sick, you're crazy at this game, to instantly after World Cup, you know how it is, you're gonna have some haters. People are like, oh, you got so lucky, you suck, like stuff like that. And I was just like, dang, this is weird. I've never really experienced this. It honestly took some time, but at the end of the day, it's all your mentality and how you look at it and you know what you're gonna do with it. You can either let it affect you, or you can just ignore it and just do your own thing and keep grinding. It's kind of what I've been doing. All right, so you guys, I think that is the end of all the questions we have here. I really do appreciate the questions. Thank you if you did type in the Instagram section and get your question in there. And like always, guys, make sure to keep posted on Sentinels and myself. Check out us in all other games and you know, everything else that we're up to. Like always, guys, I appreciate the support, and until next time.